The man deliberately boarded the plane wearing work clothes. Then he sat down in a first-class seat. Unexpectedly, this move immediately angered the flight attendant. Seeing his cheap work clothes, the flight attendant thought he didn't deserve to sit there, so she went over to give him trouble. However, the man confidently said that he had bought a first-class ticket, but the flight attendant didn't believe him and insisted he show his ticket. Helplessly, the man reached into his pocket to take it out, but found the ticket wasn't on him. Seeing he didn't have a ticket, she told him to get off immediately, but the man calmly took out his phone and called his secretary, told her to bring the ticket over. Unexpectedly, right after he spoke, the flight attendants started mocking the man, thinking he was just bluffing. But what they didn't know was that the man in front of them was the richest man in the world. Even the airline they worked for was a part of his business empire, and the reason the man did all this was to test the trial flight of this new model aircraft. So he deliberately kept his identity hidden and came on board to experience it personally. He didn't expect that his outfit would be despised by the flight attendant. They even tried to kick him off the plane while they were arguing. The flight attendant accidentally threw the man's bag onto the Secretary General. Seeing her coworker had offended the Secretary General, everyone thought she was done for. Unexpectedly, the flight attendant turned around and blamed the man, saying the man had no ticket and was refusing to leave. To their surprise, the Secretary General publicly scolded her and handed the ticket back to the man. When the flight attendant saw the ticket, she instantly realized she had offended someone important. She apologized to the man in front of the Secretary General. After the Secretary General left, the flight attendants gathered to discuss the incident. They all guessed the man's identity must be extraordinary. While they were still talking, the newly appointed manager of the airline happened to come aboard the plane. But as soon as the manager sat down, he was attracted by the chief flight attendant nearby. He stared directly at her, so he immediately asked his assistant about her. When he learned she was the most beautiful here and also the most capable flight attendant, the manager ordered the assistant to bring her over. He said he wanted to inspect the service quality. Unexpectedly, when the chief attendant arrived, the manager claimed his seatbelt was loose and asked her to adjust it for him. Seeing the chief attendant obey, the manager took the chance to get close to her. This scared the woman, but the manager had no intention of stopping. He even groped her in front of everyone. At this point, the man couldn't stand it anymore. He walked straight over and stopped the manager, but the manager didn't take him seriously. He questioned who he was, but the man ignored him and continued to expose his misconduct. The manager didn't care at all. He thought the man was being nosy and tried to teach him a lesson on the spot. Even the woman beside him tried to stop him, saying he shouldn't offend the airline's manager. After all, the manager was very powerful. She told the man to leave quickly and stay out of it. She planned to resign once they landed. The manager then warned the man to behave himself, saying he was the airline chairman's son. Aside from the company's major shareholder, the world's richest man, no one else could touch him. But what he didn't know was the man in front of him was the very billionaire he spoke of. Even the man revealed he was about to meet the billionaire, but the man calmly told the manager that a mere manager had no right to meet the billionaire. The manager angrily asked why he said that. Unexpectedly, the man directly revealed he was the billionaire.